Alright, good day everyone. I'll be your first presenter and I'll be discussing Chapter 1 Information Systems in Global Business Today. Okay, so under this chapter, we have three sections. First, the role of information systems in business today. Second, perspectives on information systems. And third, contemporary approaches to information systems. Okay, so let's now start. Alright, so we are all living in a fast-paced environment where change is the only constant thing. In order for businesses to survive in the industry, they need to keep up with the changes. And the easiest way to keep up with the changes is by incorporating technology into their businesses. Businesses are now shifting from traditional to digital way of doing their processes. As you can see in figure 1.1, it says here that the percentage of all invested capital grew from 21 to 33% between 1999 and 2017. And I assume this is continuously growing as more businesses tend to rely on technology for all their business needs. Moreover, definitely this is happening not only in the US but globally. Alright. So how does information system transform business? So information systems are transforming business through their ability to share information in an instant. Due to lightning fast technology, the overall pace of business is rapid fire and growing faster every day. Information systems become the main factor in business life during the last few decades. This phenomenon affects the economy, business life, society, and environment in different ways. And almost all corporations have been affected by these changes. These changes are mostly related to increasing competition and the rapid changes of technology and information transfer. So we can say that technology has taken the business environment by storm. Processes that used to be manual are now automated, and electronic means of communication have been heavily integrated into these offices. Alright, so what's new in management information system? So, well, actually, there's a lot of new developments. In fact, there's a whole new world of doing business using new technologies for managing and organizing. Okay, so first we have the IT innovations. So a continuing stream of information technology innovations is transforming the traditional business world. It is a continuing stream as one process upgrade will lead to another upgrade to achieve total business transformation. For example, a business can start with an HR system upgrade, followed by a customer data system upgrade, and so on and so forth. Okay, next we have new business models. Well, we now have Netflix, Spotify, Apple iTunes, Amazon, and a lot more. Next, we also have e-commerce expansion. So we now have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, which are the new face of e-commerce. Next, we have the management changes. So management is going mobile. Managers on the move are indirect, instant access to the really important information they need for accurate and timely decisions. Web, social networking tools, wikis, and blogs are becoming important corporate tools for communications, collaboration, and information sharing. Okay, and lastly, changes in firms and organizations. So these new fast-growing business firms put less emphasis on hierarchy and structure. So they put more emphasis on employees taking on multiple roles and tasks and collaborating with others on the team. Competency and skills greater than position in a hierarchy. Higher speed and more accurate decision making based on data and analysis. So more aware of changes in technology, consumer attitudes, and culture via social media. Alright. So in terms of globalization, technology is the vital force in the modern form of business globalization. It has revolutionized the global economy and has become critical competitive strategy. It has globalized the world, which drive all the countries to more ethical standards. Information systems have transformed business through improved decision making. Well, the objective of any management information system is to provide information for decision making on planning, initiating, organizing, and controlling the operations of any business. So, thanks to information systems, business decisions are now quicker and more accurate, which increases businesses' productivity. And aside from that, cultural barriers are breached, well, somehow breached each day as people use technology to learn more about doing business with other nations. So this concept of fast moving information and globalization contributes to a whole new way of doing business. Mobile phones, text messaging, and social networking have also transformed the promotional aspects of running a business in the post-millennial age. So definitely the businesses save money and globalization escalates because it's easier to reach out. It is easier to expand a business to other countries via internet storefronts that literally service the whole world. Getting information where it needs to go is cheaper and easier than ever before. Okay, so we now have the emerging digital first. Right. So since technology made it easier for owners to operate their businesses, there are slowly becoming they are slowly becoming a digital firm in which all their processes are digitally enabled. Digital firms sense and respond to their environments far more rapidly than traditional firms, giving them more flexibility to survive in turbulent times. Businesses can now even extend their service hours as they have the capacity to run 24/7 by online, which is also known as a time shifting practice. In addition, space shifting is also becoming a trend in which businesses can do its operation within national boundaries or even globally through the use of the World Wide Web. Okay. So obviously information systems are now foundation for conducting business. In many industries, survival and the ability to achieve strategic business goals are difficult without extensive use of information technology. So we can say that organizations and information systems have mutual influence on each other. The information needs of an organization affect the design of information systems, and an organization must be open itself to the influences of information systems in order to more fully benefit from new technologies. The organization's environment, culture, structure, standard operating procedures, politics, and management decisions are mediating factors that influence the interaction between information technology and organizations. The use of information systems in business gives managers the information they need to work efficiently and effectively. Beyond raw data, information systems can customize information to users' specifications, which helps with decision making and action planning. Alright, so let's now discuss the strategic business objectives of information systems. So businesses today use information systems to achieve six major objectives. So first, we have the operational excellence. This is to improve the efficiency of their operations in order to achieve higher profitability. So this is what to achieve this, right? So yeah, this is achievable with the use of information systems. Two, to create new products and services as well as entirely new business models as part of business transformation. Next, customer and supplier intimacy. So this is to develop strong ties and loyalty with customers and suppliers. This is actually important because when a business really knows its customers and serves them well, the customers generally respond by returning and purchasing more. This raises revenues and profits. Likewise, with suppliers, the more a business engages its suppliers, the better the suppliers can provide vital inputs. So this lower costs, right? So how to really know your customers or suppliers is a central problem for businesses with millions of offline and online customers. So next, improve decision making. So it is to provide better and sound business decisions. Okay, so it's proven that information systems and technologies have made it possible for managers to use real-time data from the marketplace when making decisions. Next, competitive advantage. Stay on top of the competitors in terms of product, processes, and customer interaction. Uh, Actually, when a firm achieves one or more of these business objectives, chances are they have already achieved a competitive advantage. Doing things better than your competitors, charging less for superior products, and responding to customers and suppliers in real time can definitely add up to higher sales and higher profits that your competitors cannot match. Okay, and lastly, survival. Yeah, to keep up with the current market demands. So some business firms also invest in information systems and technologies because they are necessities of doing business. Sometimes these necessities are driven by industry level changes. Okay, so that's the end of the first section. Let's now proceed with perspective on information systems. Okay, so what is an information system? So from a technical perspective, an information system collects, stores, and disseminates information from an organization's environment and internal operations to support organizational functions and decision making, communication, coordination, control, analysis, and visualization as well. So information systems transform raw data into useful data or useful information rather through three basic activities. So we have the input, processing, and output. On the other hand, from a business perspective, an information system provides a solution to a problem or challenge facing a firm and represents a combination of management, organization, and technology elements. The management dimension of information systems involves issues such as leadership, strategy, and management behavior. The technology dimension consists of computer hardware, software, data management technology, and networking or telecommunications technology, including the internet. The organization dimension uh, of information systems involves issues such as the organization's hierarchy, functional specialties, business processes, culture, and political interest groups. So when we say information, we mean data that have been shaped into a form that is meaningful and useful to human beings. Data, in contrast, are streams of raw facts representing events occurring in organizations or the physical environment before they have been organized and arranged into a form that people can understand and use. Okay. So there are three activities in an information system that produce the information that organizations need to make decisions, control operations, analyze problems, and create new products or services. So these activities are input, processing, and output as shown in figure 1.4. So the input captures or collects raw data from within the organization or from its external environment. Processing converts this raw input into a meaningful form. Output transfers the processed information to the people who will use it or to the activities for which it will be used. Information systems also require feedback, which is output that is returned to appropriate members of the organization to help them evaluate or correct the input stage. So to understand information systems, you must understand the problems they are designed to solve, their architectural and design elements, and the organizational processes that lead to the solutions. Okay, moving on, let's now proceed to the dimensions of information systems. Okay, so like what we have said, to fully understand information system, you must understand the broader um, organization, management, and information technology dimensions of systems, and their power to provide solutions to challenges and problems in the business environment. We refer to this broader understanding of information systems, which encompasses an understanding of the management and organizational dimensions of systems, as well as the technical dimensions of systems, as information systems literacy. Okay, so computer literacy in contrast focuses primarily on knowledge of information technology. Alright, so first let's talk about organization. An organization has a structure that is composed of different levels and specialties. Let's discuss how organization is organized based on hierarchy and business processes. Okay, so first we have the level in a firm in terms of hierarchy. Okay, so yeah, authority and responsibility in a business firm are organized as a hierarchy or a pyramid structure. Okay, as demonstrated in the pyramid, the upper levels of the hierarchy consist of managerial, professional, and technical employees, whereas the lower levels consist of operational personnel. Okay, senior management makes long-range strategic decisions about products and services, as well as ensures financial performance of the firm. Middle management carries out the programs and plans of senior management, and operational management is responsible for monitoring the daily activities of the business. Okay? On the other hand, we have this major business functions in which a firm is organized based on its business processes. Okay, so an organization coordinates work through its hierarchy and through its business processes. Most organizations' business processes include formal rules that have been developed over a long time for accomplishing tasks. These rules guide employees in a variety of procedures, from writing an invoice to responding to customer complaints. Some of these business processes have been written down, but others are informal work practices, such as the requirement to return telephone calls from coworkers or customers that are not formally documented. Okay, so information systems automate many business processes. So, for instance, how a customer receives credit or how a customer is billed is often determined by an information system that incorporates a set of formal business processes. Okay, each organization has a unique culture or fundamental set of assumptions, values, and ways of doing things that has been accepted by most of its members. Okay, next dimension is the information technology. So information technology covers computer hardware, which is the physical equipment used for input, processing, and output activities in an information system. It also covers computer software, which consists of the detailed pre-programmed instructions that control and coordinate the computer hardware components in an information system. In addition, we also have the data management technology, which consists of the software governing the organization of data on physical storage media. Aside from that, we have the networking and telecommunications technology. A network links two or more computers to share data or resources, and of course, the internet. Okay, the internet, which has created a new a new universal technology platform on which to build new products, services, strategies, and business models. So all of these technologies, along with the people required to run and manage them, represent resources that can be shared throughout the organization and constitute the firm's information technology infrastructure. The IT infrastructure uh, provides the foundation or platform on which the firm can build its specific information systems. Each organization must carefully design and manage its IT infrastructure so that it has the set of technology services it needs for the work it wants to accomplish with information systems. Okay, so next dimension we have the management. Okay, so managers perceive business challenges in their environment. They set the organizational strategy for responding to those challenges, and they allocate the human and financial resources to coordinate the work and achieve success. So throughout, they must exercise responsible leadership. The business information systems described in this discussion reflects the hopes, dreams, and realities of real world managers. Okay, but managers must do more than manage what already exists, right? They must also be proactive, create new products and services, and even recreate the organization from time to time. Yeah. So information technology can play a powerful role in helping managers design and deliver new products and services and redirecting and redesigning their organization. Alright, so that's the dimensions of information systems. Next we have the business information value chain. But first, what is a value chain? Okay, a value chain refers to the various business activities and processes involved in creating a product or performing a service. So a value chain can consist of multiple stages of product or services life cycle, including research and development, sales, and everything in between. So as shown in figure 1.7, raw information is systematically acquired and then transformed through various stages that add value to that information. Okay, so how is information system rather related to this value chain? Okay, so information systems can serve strategically to enable the firm to produce its products at a lower cost or greater value. So, for example, internet makes it possible to extend the value chain so that it ties together the firm's suppliers, business partners, and customers into a value web. An information system represents our organizational and management solution based on information and technology to a challenge or problem posed by environment. Okay? The value of an information system to a business, as well as the decision to invest in any information system, is in large part determined by the extent to which the system will lead to better management decisions, more efficient business processes, and higher firm profitability. Although there are other reasons why systems are built, their primary purpose is to contribute to corporate value. Okay, moving on, we have here the variation in returns on information technology investment. Okay, so returns from information technology investment is the financial gain expressed as a function of an enterprise investment in information technology. Okay, so as shown in figure 1.8, studies of returns from information technology investments show that there is a considerable variation in the returns firms receive. Okay, so some firms invest a great deal and receives a great deal. Okay, as you can see in quadrant 2, right? Others invest an equal amount and receive few returns. Well, sadly. as you can see in quadrant 4. Okay, still other firms invest little and receive much, which is seen in quadrant 1. And then others invest little and receive little as well, as shown in quadrant 3, right? So this suggests that investing in information technology does not by itself guarantee good returns. So why is this happening? The answer lies in the concept of complementary assets. So information technology investments alone cannot make organizations and managers more effective unless they are accompanied by supportive values, structures, and behavior patterns in the organization and other complementary assets. Business firms need to change how they do business before they can really reap the advantages of new information technologies. Okay. So complementary assets are those assets required to derive value from a primary investment. So we have here table 1.2. We can see here a list of complementary assets that can help information system to be successful. Okay, so research indicates that firms that support their technology investments with investments in complementary assets such as new business model, um, new business processes, management behavior, organizational culture, or training receive superior returns, whereas those firms failing to make these complementary investments receive less or no returns at all on their information technology investments. So these investments in organization and management are also known as organizational and management capital. So for example, important social events, which are not made by the firm but by the society at large, other firms, governments, and other key market actors. So this includes the internet and supporting internet culture, educational systems, network and computing standards, regulations and laws, and the presence of technology and service firms. So in order to obtain meaningful value from information systems, organizations must support their technology investments with appropriate complementary investments in organizations and management. These complementary assets include new business models and business processes, supportive organizational culture and management behavior, and appropriate technology standards, regulations, and laws. New information technology investments are likely to produce high returns unless businesses make the appropriate managerial and organizational changes to support the technology. Right? Makes sense? Okay, so we are now on the third and last section of our chapter. For this section, we will tackle the different approaches to information systems such as behavioral, technical, and social technical. Right? So multiple perspectives on information systems show that the study of information systems is a multidisciplinary field. No single theory or perspective dominates. The illustration here shows the major disciplines that contribute problems, issues, and solutions in the study of information systems. In general, the field can be divided into technical and behavioral approaches. Okay, so the study of information systems deals with issues and insights contributed from technical and behavioral disciplines. A social technical view of systems considers both technical and social features of systems and solutions that represent the best fit between them. Right, so for now, let's have the technical approach. Okay, So the technical approach to information systems emphasizes mathematically based models to study information systems as well as the physical technology and formal capabilities of these systems. So the disciplines that contribute to the technical approach are computer science, operations research, and management science. Okay. So computer science is concerned with establishing theories of computability, methods of computation, and methods of efficient data storage and access. Management science emphasizes the development of models from decision making and management practices. Operations research focuses on mathematical techniques for optimizing the selected parameters of organizations, such as transportation, inventory control, and transaction costs. Okay. On the other hand, we also have the behavioral approach. Okay. So an important part of the information systems field is concerned with the behavioral issues that arise in the development and long-term maintenance of information systems. Issues such as strategic business integration, design, implementation, utilization, and management cannot be explored usefully with the models used in the technical approach. Other behavioral disciplines contribute important concepts and methods. Okay, so the behavioral approach does not completely ignore technology. Indeed, information systems technology is often the stimulus for a behavior problem or issue. But the focus of this approach is generally not on a technical solution. Okay, instead, it concentrates on changes in attitudes, management, and organizational policy and behavior. Okay. Okay, lastly, we have the social technical systems. Okay. So information systems are social technical systems in nature, right? Although they are composed of machines, devices, and hard physical technology, they require substantial social, organizational, and intellectual investments to make them work properly. Okay, so since problems with information systems and their solutions are both technical and behavioral, a multidisciplinary approach is needed, which involves both behavioral and technical approach. This approach improves the performance of the information system as a whole. Okay, so technology must be changed and designed to fit organizational and individual needs. Organizations and individuals must also be changed through training, learning, planned organizational change to allow technology to operate and prosper, right? So the study of management information systems was to focus on the use of computer-based information systems in business firms and government agencies. Okay, MIS combines the work of computer science, management science, and operations research with practical orientation toward developing system solutions to real-world problems and managing information technology resources. So it is also concerned with behavioral issues surrounding the development, use, and impact of information systems, which are typically discussed in the fields of sociology, economics, and psychology. Okay, so the view we adopt in this discussion is best characterized as the social technical view of systems. In this view, optimal organizational performance is achieved by jointly optimizing both the social and technical systems used in production. Okay, so adopting a social technical systems perspective helps to avoid a purely technological approach to information systems. For instance, the fact that information technology is rapidly declining in cost and growing in power does not necessarily or easily translate into productivity enhancement or bottom line profits, right? So the fact that a firm has recently installed an enterprise-wide financial reporting system does not necessarily mean that it will be used or used effectively. Likewise, the fact that a firm has recently introduced a new business procedures and processes does not necessarily mean employees will be more productive in the absence of investments in new information system to enable those processes. Okay, so yeah, that's actually ends my report. And thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.